Welcome to Wednesday's News Moto, brought to you by For Riel. Each week we partner a moto ride somewhere in Cambodia with updates about what's happening around the country. It's a fun way for you to keep up to date with events in the kingdom. Today's ride is the second half of the journey out to Black Pepper Resort. As you can see, it gets more and more picturesque as you go deeper into the countryside. On Monday, we returned from a 3-night trip to Battambang and have some rides from that trip coming up in future weeks. We will also have a video showing our time there at some point in the future. At For Riel, we donate the money we earn from YouTube to charities in Cambodia, and you can see the total on screen right now. Thank you for watching our videos. As you can see, it really does help. In the description of this and every For Riel video, you will find links to the charities we support on a regular basis. Those are Cambodian Children's Trust, Heartprint, and Reach. Okay, now the formalities are out of the way, let's get into the news. It is Wednesday the 17th of July, and today we look at the new Siem Reap waterfront plan. We check in with some giant Ting Mong, update you on the missing helicopter, and as always we'll have a few good news stories to finish off. Some well-known personalities came together in Siem Reap for the One Vision, One Siem Reap event, which announced a new development on the Wat Bo side of the Siem Reap River. The Deputy Governor of Siem Reap stated that the new project will cover 40 hectares of land along the Siem Reap River and Wat Bo areas and aims to complement the existing attractions of the Angkor Archaeological Park and the vibrant pub street. In the Deputy Governor's words, Siem Reap is currently going through the green season and all the stakeholders are seeing challenges in the drop in tourist numbers. The Royal Government has been working very hard on solutions for tourism in the hope that their implementation will improve tourism and make it more sustainable for the future. I believe if all stakeholders come together and join forces to combine their efforts for the common challenge that we are facing right now, a solution will be there. We have reached out to the Siem Reap Tourism Board for some additional detail about the new development and we'll keep you updated on that. Hopefully the vision includes a few rubbish and recycling bins as well. Another thing that is blooming good in Siem Reap is the Angkor Botanical Gardens. The gardens have just won the Traveller's Choice Award for 2024 from TripAdvisor. The Angkor Botanical Garden features hundreds of different species of plants and offers a gorgeous showcase for countless flowers and tens of thousands of trees. In March, the Apsara National Authority in Siem Reap announced plans to extend the Angkor Botanical Garden from 15 to 150 hectares by building fences to contain wildlife, protect the forest, and construct sidewalks and pedestrian bridges for tourists to enjoy hiking through the natural forest from the Botanical Garden site in the city north to the Angkor Archaeological Park. I can tell you that work is well underway on this project, the fencing is in place, and the walking path is taking shape. The Botanical Garden is unique in Cambodia because it features a Khmer-style garden with a variety of vegetables, fruit trees, medicinal plants, palms, and a natural jungle. The wildlife park in the garden is home to many animals, including turtles, peacocks, pigeons, and rabbits. The Angkor Botanical Garden is open daily to the public, free of charge, and we highly recommend visiting while you are in Siem Reap. It's Ting Mong time again, or is it? After messages by residents flooded social media complaining about an alleged ban on the effigy dancing ceremony, the Ministry of Cults and Religions announced that the government will not shut down the traditional Khmer event, but added that any marches must adhere to Khmer values. According to a statement released by the ministry, certain social media and other media outlets claimed that Ting Mong, or the traditional effigy dancing ceremony performed to raise funds for pagodas during the rainy season, has been banned. There has been the spread of inaccurate information which has misled the public. No nationwide ban has been placed on the effigy dancing ceremony, it said. However, the ministry added that the event must be orderly and follow the traditional Khmer style in order to preserve the values of the nation's art and culture. The word Ting Mong in Khmer is used to represent a very large dancing puppet that collects donations as the effigy ceremony travels from village to village, scaring off evil spirits. Traditionally, the Ting Mong had an ugly face painted on it, while its body was made of paper wrapped around a woven bamboo basket. While designed to scare away evil spirits, it reportedly has the unfortunate side effect of making children cry. You might remember that small Ting Mongs were common in the COVID days, with many homeowners placing one at the front of their house to keep the virus away. The ministry noted that in some areas, people decorated the effigy in ways that deviate from the Khmer style, with some effigies made to look like gangsters, while other effigies were depicted holding cans of beer, or the ceremony used inappropriate musical instruments, such as loud drums during the effigy procession, and that disrupted public order. Almost all pagodas in Cambodia from July to September perform the effigy ceremony, raising funds for the pagodas and food for the monks during their 3-month retreat in the rainy season. Missing helicopter lost in thick jungle. The pilot and co-pilot of a helicopter remain missing following a crash in the Cardamom Mountains as search and rescue efforts continue. The missing personnel include an experienced pilot and a co-pilot, both following a route set by the Air Force Command. Unfortunately, adverse weather conditions on the day of the flight disrupted communications. Search and rescue teams have been working for several days now to locate the helicopter. Provincial forces are collaborating with the Ministry of Defence in the search operation. Unfortunately, extremely heavy rain and floods have hampered search efforts. In addition to bad weather, the jungle in that area is very thick and visibility is low. Local authorities and residents familiar with the terrain are aiding in the search. The dense forests and high altitude of the Cardamom Mountains do pose significant challenges, with many areas only accessible by boat. Helicopters usually follow the river when travelling from Kokong to Pusat, as flying over mountains is risky due to poor visibility. Hopefully they will all be able to find the helicopter soon. Now some news that might make purchasing a car in Cambodia more affordable. Giant Chinese electric car manufacturer BYD, which stands for Build Your Dreams, plans to build an assembly plant in Cambodia with a production capacity of 20,000 cars per year to supply both domestic and international markets. It is anticipated that the plant will provide higher income jobs. The Cambodian government has a target of 800,000 electric vehicles on roads by 2030 under the recently announced EV development policy. As of June 2024, there were 1,614 electric vehicles registered. This includes 658 BYDs, 261 Toyotas, and 186 Tesla EVs. Small numbers so far and lots of room for increases. Get the police. The police are getting away. The driver of a police vehicle decided to flee rather than face the consequences after he crashed his vehicle into a lamppost or the angels of the footpath. Witnesses say that before the incident, the man was seen driving a Toyota Vigo with a police license plate along Street 182 at high speeds. At a traffic light, the driver of the car was not careful and oversteered, slamming into a street lamppost and a road sign. The vehicle sustained severe damage, but due to the lack of inky darkness, the driver had to flee the scene via a tuk-tuk. Waiting for it to arrive must have caused him a bit of anxiety. Cambodia has achieved a mixed outcome in the fight against HIV/AIDS. UNAIDS, the joint UN program to address HIV and AIDS, continues to support the government and NGOs in Cambodia with strategy and policy guidance, technical assistance, and financial support. There has been a 46% decline in new HIV infections in Cambodia between 2010 and 2023, which translates to a 76% decrease among females 15 years and older. But there has also been a 6% increase in males 15 years and older in the same period. There is an urgent need to scale up combination HIV prevention, increase voluntary HIV testing, including through the use of HIV self-test kits, and ensure equitable access to HIV prevention and treatment services. Though it currently can't be cured, HIV is treatable with highly effective antiretroviral drugs that can reduce the viral load of HIV in the body to a point where it's undetectable. We've certainly come a long way from the days when HIV was a death sentence. Now a couple of good news stories to finish off with. The Union of Youth Federation of Cambodia has launched a blood donation program in Phnom Penh. The campaign aims to save the lives of patients and promote the awareness of the importance of voluntary blood donations. It also called for and expected a massive contribution from the public to make a difference to the people who are in need of blood. There are lots of health benefits associated with giving blood, so if you're in Phnom Penh, get down there and join in. Now we have one final story. The Ministry of Environment concluded its 3-day Green Sprouts exhibition, where 920,000 seedlings were distributed to the public. The event, which also featured the 4th National Orchid Forum, aimed to promote tree planting and raise awareness about environmental conservation. The ministry aims to prepare at least 5 million seedlings for distribution next year, with plans to establish nurseries capable of producing 10 million Indigenous seedlings annually. And on that happy note, we have reached the end of this week's news. You're now up to date with all of the most important events in the kingdom. Thank you to everyone who's joined us over on Instagram or Facebook. It's a fun way for us to share a bit more of what we're up to. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, have a great week, and we'll see you very soon.